Three.
Welcome. Guess who we are? You
We're
know who
blonde
we are.
sisters
The blonde sisters.
from other misters, and we've been sipping on cocktails. Cocktails. How was your week, Kels?
My week was fantastic.
Yes.
And I'm saying that because
we've been drinking.
And every evening I had a nice cocktail to soothe my mind and help me sleep.
I had a nice bath the other night, which was amazing. A nice hot bath. And I slept well. I've been sleeping well for the last week or so. So I've been enjoying my good nights. Yes. So yes, the week was amazing.
Oh, I put the setting on my phone for how much screen time. Actually, I didn't do it. One of the kids did it when at my creative writing workshop. So they were like, we want to see how long you be on your phone, because you always telling us that we shouldn't be on our phones. And I'm like, what are you talking about? So they brought up the setting and they turned it on. And why? Yes, Friday. I was like, what the hell? I be on the phone too much.
Yep.
And it shows you how many times you just pick it up. You know, like just checking. That I felt ashamed. I'm like, I need to.
I don't want people in my business. It ain't in your damn business. What I do.
But I'm saying,
I'm grown. I pay this phone.
It said I picked my phone up 72 times within those 2 hours.
I'm grown. I pay my phone bill. I pick up my phone.
But it made me think, like, as much as I say the kids are on their phones too much, but like, what am I picking my phone up looking at? Like, what?
We are on our phones constantly. This phone of mine, I run my business through this phone. I run my job through this phone.
72 times. Just saying picking up. It ain't even break it down. I didn't even click on the breakdown of what apps I was actually looking at, but just the fact that I picked it up.
You're obsessed.
72 times.
We're all obsessed. I won't even put that on my phone. Don't you think about putting it on my phone.
I have been very cognizant of that time. And so it showed that I had a decline of 15% this week.
Wow.
So I've been very aware and conscious of how many times I'm picking my phone up, scrolling through it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, I ain't that bad. I might be. I'm not putting it on my phone. All right. Down for the crazy ass news. Can it. All right. So, some weeks ago, there was this guy that jumped on the judge while he was getting sentenced.
Okay.
He didn't know the judge. The judge was a nice lady. Out of nowhere, he just jumped and lunged, got out of the hands of the deputies, and jumped on, and she got hurt, cracked upside the head.
We know for a fact that she was nice.
I don't know. Anyway, so he was 30 years old. He was mentally ill. They put him on a hold. He was going to go to jail for felony battery. And was sentenced to 19 to 48 months. So that was that. He was in shackles the second time he went in front of this court. Shackles, wrist, all that kind of stuff, mitts, and that kind of thing. So that happened. It was on social media. People were showing that on social media. So that's the update. He got 19 to 48 months from jumping on judge. I don't know. There's some people I wouldn't mind like jumping on. I could do a little bit of time. I don't know about 19 to 48 months.
So wait a minute. So would that have been his sentence if he hadn't jumped on the judge?
Probably. They put him under a psychiatric hold, and he was mentally unwell. And so he had some like mental illness going on. So probably not as much. But one of the officers suffered a dislocated shoulder, and the judge received minor injuries. So
that's too bad.
Yeah, that's too bad. Crime doesn't pay. Don't jump on the judge.
Well, I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah, I hate to see people going to jail.
I hate to see people with mental illnesses.
Yeah, I agree. And there's a lot out there.
Yeah. Okay, so our hot topic today is 40s and fibroids.
Yep.
A lot of
40s
women,
black and fibroids.
Yes. African American women have, we hold the high, not the highest, but one of the highest numbers of women who in their 40s and who also have fibroids that are affecting their reproductive system, meaning when they have their menstrual cycles,
Yeah.
there's a lot of issues that take place. Me, I am one that is suffering very much right now. I've gone through either having no period for a couple of months to having one that won't end. And so I wanted to talk about that because a lot of women do suffer
Absolutely.
with it. And you have to, once you decide, like, I can't take this anymore, you have a choice of one, getting a hysterectomy or having the fibroid embolization.
Or a myomectomy, which is removal of fibroids. So I've had it all.
Right.
Yeah.
And so me, I am very weird when it comes to like surgeries and my body and removing body parts and organs. I was very like resistant to the idea of even thinking like a hysterectomy for two reasons. One, I just want to keep all my organs, and two, the way the climate is right now, where people can pick and choose their sexual identity, I just feel like if my uterus was taken out, then people wouldn't look at me as a woman anymore.
I don't think that's true. There, people have various situations with their uterus. It's a personal preference. Mine is extra at this point. I'm not having any more children, so somebody can come get it. I just I give it away. It's free.
I could go for one more. I could go for one more.
No, I'm not having anything else alive.
My son is 20 and he's gone off, and I could go for one more.
Absolutely not. I love my husband to death. I would love for us to have a baby together. However, we do have a baby. He's a 2-year-old Yorkie Poo. And he's real cute. And then we have a kitty. So, you know, I'm not doing that.
Bad.
And well, one's better than the other. Better is not a word. One is worse than the other. Anywho.
The baddest.
I have PCOS, so I struggle with all kinds of hormonal issues on top of having fibroids. I have had a myomectomy, which is when they go through laparoscopic surgery to remove the fibroids. I've also had the embolization, which was not as painful, but the side effects that first day is really, really rough. So when an embolization is they take something like a BB.
Yeah, they said like seeds.
It's like a little seed, and it goes through your the artery in your leg. It goes through there under ultrasound and feed the seeds through there to cut off the blood circulation to the fibroids.
They went through your leg. They told me that they would go through my belly button.
They went to my leg. They went through my crease. So, and I was awake.
Oh my gosh. Knock me out.
I was under twilight sleep. I don't remember much. I know there was the reason why I had to be awake was because I needed to be able to move around. I went through, so funny story, I went through a fibroid study through the Washington Hospital Center. It was paid study.
Okay.
And they gave me a medication for 6 months, monitored, cut my period all the way off. Loved those pills. I had no period at all. I was severely anemic, and at the end of the study, when everything was concluded and I got my money, and it wasn't a lot of money. More so, I was more interested in being helped than making the money. The money was cute. So it was like $50 every time I went to the doctor. Went to the doctor once a month, and I got I had like blood work. If I had anything major, I got like a spinal tap and that kind of stuff. I was able to get a bone scan. You know, most people don't get those. It's all this complimentary with the part of the study. So I was able to do all that. And at the end of the study, I was then put into the program to get a fibroid embolization through the doctor. And they covered half of it, and my insurance covered the other half. So I got the embolization. And what was wild, and I had a myectomy already when they removed the fibroids that came back. So the embolization was not painful at all. But that first day, you're not allowed to eat. I forgot about drinking the citrate of magnesium. So I had to drink like 4 bottles of it in like a 7-hour period, and I literally had the wildest gas and projectile
Oh my gosh.
diarrhea you ever want to have. I swear I raised up off the toilet about 6 feet.
They say the pre-op instructions are telling me that I have to take a stool softener like 2 days before
Yeah.
the surgery.
No saturated magnesium?
They didn't the sienna. They said even get the sienna tea or.
Oh, they want to clean you out.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, the citrate was cute. I drank it down like an idiot because I had forgotten and I didn't want to have to like postpone my surgery. And then my mother was still living when I had this done. And what was funny was she picked me up from work. I was working downtown and we used to ride home together because the kids went to school in her neighborhood. And I kept passing gas in the car. And it was like,
get me out of here.
I was ripping through the seat. And my mother was like,
she was driving or you was driving?
She was driving. She was like, there's going to be a hole in my seat. And my mother was a science teacher, so everything was like, bodily functions were like amazing to her. So when I got to the house, I had to run upstairs, go to the bathroom. And I swear to you, you can hear me going to the bathroom from upstairs all the way downstairs and echo through the house, like through the pipes. And then she was like, I don't know what that is that you drank, but I don't know that. But the first day after you have the embolization, like you're pain free. It doesn't hurt at all. Because it's a needle. It's like a little catheter go through it. Like very like I had like one stitch. It's like nothing. What happens is the fibroids are very angry when they're starting to get that blood supply interrupted. And literally the nurse said to me, and I'll never forget, she looked at me and she said, yeah, so when you get up, I'm going to get things together before you get up. Because they catheterize you. You can't move for like 12 hours. She said, when you get up, you're going to throw up. It's okay.
Oh, God.
As soon as you're finished.
I cry when I throw up. I don't know why. I be like,
oh, girl. Well, get ready to cry. She said, you're going to throw up as soon as you get up. And she didn't get the little cute little bit. No, she got a whole ass bucket. And I hadn't done. I was like, well, I don't have nothing in my stomach. I don't know. She was like, okay. Man, went to move. She took the catheter out and went to move me off to the side of the bed. Man, I puked up so much. I don't know where that came from.
I know. I'm like,
it was like my ancestors' vomit.
Midnight, so I barely eat a lot anyway.
No, girl, I don't know.
Chicken.
What she said was it was the saline going through my body and whatever. But it was bile. It was the worst, foulest, grossest ever. And then she got me up, and then I was fine once I was done. I was fine. I was able to go to the bathroom and do all the kind of things. And then I was able to go home. And then when I got home, no, that day. So I stayed one night at the hospital. How many nights you got to stay?
No, just one. That's why I said you left the next.
Yeah, I left the next day, and I was married to my ex-husband at the time, and he don't have no bedside manner. So I went to.
He was like, here goes some soup. Here.
I didn't get no soup. What you talking about? What you talking about? I went back to work 3 days later, and I was working at Matt.
Wait a minute.
I'm an idiot.
How many days did the doctor tell you should have?
I don't know. I don't listen. So I had work. I was working full time for Matt, and I took the weekend off, and I just got started with that position. So I took the weekend off. So I had it done on Thursday, and I took the weekend off. Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I was supposed to go back to work on Monday. I went back to work on Monday. I thought I was going to damn die. I sat down the whole time. I thought it was awful. I was also in aesthetic school. Shout out to my spa brother, Chris. I could not lift. And that was part of the reason why I was rushing to get back to life. Because I was in aesthetic school and if I missed too much time, I would have to like drop out. So I was going to Aveda and we did like the elemental facials.
Even with a doctor's note?
Thank you. So Chris lifted my bowls of water for me. And it was really sweet. And shout out to my brother. I love him. And so he was able to like lift the bowls for me. So I was fine, and I just like thumbed through it. We so strong, bitches.
We are.
So I was able to thumb through it. I wish I had more of somebody to take care of me more, but I didn't have that, so I had to hop up. So you're gonna be taken care of. We'll help.
Yeah, I'm now. You making me anxious about it. I wasn't even thinking about it because it's not for a couple of weeks.
There's nothing to be anxious about. They gotta go. Girl, life after the fibroid embolization is so sweet.
Yeah, so how old were you when you first started your period?
8.
I was 10. So I remember, like, from that point, first of all, everybody in my class, when I was 10, I must have been in the fifth, sixth grade. And most of the girls in the class had already started their period. And I was 10. So I was like the late bloomer. I'm thinking, how old you supposed to be? You just said 8, right? I thought 10 was young.
I was young.
So I remember practicing wearing a pad because everybody in my class had already started.
I ain't never.
I was at home trying on my mother and sister's pads.
I'd beat your ass. You know how much them things are?
I know, right? So when I first came on, I'll never forget, I came home from school and I was a latchkey kid. So that meant my mother was working, my father was working. So when I got home, I had to let my mother know that I had came in the door. I made it safe. I had to lock the door. I couldn't go back out. But anyway, so I was 10. I called her and was like, there was something in my underwear. And she was like, oh my gosh. So she was very dramatic. That's where I get my dramatic side. Yes, your mother is very drama. So she was, oh my God, oh my goodness, oh my God. Okay, take a deep breath, and go in the bathroom and underneath the sink. I was like, oh, I already know. I already got it out.
I'm just telling you. I'm just telling you. You want to need to buy some more, mother. You want to need to buy some more.
And so now, in hindsight, I'm like, oh my gosh, like women, we start so early, and then the older we get all these issues regarding our periods. Like, yeah. I started out I would have to stay home like the first day every time I came on because my cramps were so bad. And now I'm back to that point. So I got chronic anemia, just like you mentioned. So my energy, everything is depleted. I used to have y'all, especially my brother, calling me or texting me, telling me to take my iron. Everybody has stopped now, I guess, because they was like, I'm not dealing with her because she don't take it anyway.
Right.
I really do need to take it because I'm so depleted. Like the first day, this is how it starts. I'll be just like, we're sitting here having a conversation, right? If I was about to come on, all of a sudden this rush of exhaustion comes over me. Mm-hmm. And then I'm like getting nauseous and I'm dizzy. Then it goes downhill. Like I gotta be in the bed for the next day or two.
Yeah, I probably should have been doing that when I first started my period. It was like that for me. As soon as my period started, I had to start taking, like, my mother was getting me Midol, that didn't work. So I started taking Advil and Naproxen.
Yeah, so, they were those thick blue pills. The
thick blue pills.
That's what I had.
That I used to get from my grandmother. My grandmother worked for a doctor in South Carolina. She would give us.
My doctor prescribed them for me.
Well, my doctor.
Shout out to Dr. Niles.
My doctor prescribed for me birth control pills instead of pain pills.
Oh, wow.
So I started taking birth control.
At 8?
Like, no.
Oh.
I was like 15. My period wasn't, I don't recall my period being bad until I got to high school, where I was vomiting and throwing up the first day. I was like, my cramps were so bad the first day. So a lot of times I had to stay home, especially if I started my period and I didn't immediately start like medicating. If I didn't immediately start medicating, I let them cramps jump on me. It was awful. And I used to lay down and with the heating pad on my stomach.
I take muscle relaxers. I take pain pills, and I'm talking about prescription pain pills, not no.
Yeah, I don't have that anymore.
And mine are like, it's like full circle because it was bad when I first started at 10, all through high school. Then I had my son at 26. Then my cycle was like really light. I didn't barely have any cramps, and now in my 40s, I'm like,
I never had
at death's door. Like, help me. I can't do it. I gotta get up.
Well, at this point, I don't need the uterus, so somebody can come get it.
I was at the school, and I literally, like, normally, like I said, 2 days I'm down, but I got up that morning, and I had just came on. I said, okay, I'm just gonna go to the school because I think I'll be able to get it through the day. I only made it through the first period. I was back out that door. I was nauseous. I was like, what was I thinking?
For me, my period, it wasn't the cramps that was getting to me. It was the heaviness of my period.
It's heavy, but the nausea is like, I don't know if it's because it's so much and then the anemia is, and then I haven't taken any iron like I'm supposed to.
Well, whose fault is that?
I know. I'm gonna get better.
I would go through a pad and a tampon, ultra tampon and a pad in an hour.
I remember
if I did not get to the bathroom within 45 minutes, I was ruining my clothes.
Yep.
And that little ruin, like I was like a juvenile ruin. I was over it. And I was working downtown at the time, and Metro, man, that damn Metro, that'd be the day that somebody dumbass would jump out on the track and try to kill himself, or some lady would stick her arm in the thing, and we have to get off the damn train. I'd be ready to beat somebody's ass.
And
like I need to get to the bathroom. Well, I could feel it,
pouring.
and I could feel it. I could feel it coming. Like you could feel that, like that warm up. Like here it come, here it come, here it come.
Let's not talk about the diarrhea that comes with.
Oh, don't you dare sneeze.
Man, like, why do we have to go through all this? Y'all men don't go through nothing.
Thanks, Eve. Thanks. So
what are some of the products that you used to use that sort of helped you? I remember like Teen
Spirit. That wasn't it.
Was it Teen Spirit?
I don't know what Teen Spirit was, but that ain't it.
No, maybe that was deodorant.
So when I first started my period, I was tiny. I think I weighed 80 pounds. My mother did not weigh 80 pounds. So I used one of her pads. I used an overnight pad. And it literally was like a diaper. It went from the front of me all the way to the back of me. There was no wings. So
wait. I don't want to cut you off, but I don't want to forget. Speaking of diapers, I remember one night, my son had to be like 3. So he was still wearing like pull-ups.
Yep.
I didn't have any pads.
So you did not put a pull-up on.
I didn't have any pads. I came on, I was like, what the hell? I forgot I put a pull-up inside my underwear. I made it fit like a pad, and that was like the best coverage. Let me tell you, I didn't want to, take away from the supply, but I was like really looking forward to the following month.
Well, if it keeps the projectile poops from the people who are teething, it can deal with that. Anywho, my mother took me to go buy my Teen Spirit. Teen Spirit was
Teen Spirit was
it was a maxi.
The maxi, yeah.
But I liked always because I had the wings. But anyway, the wings just rotated all of the period out, and then it went to the back of your drawers. So,
I used to wear 2. I would put one up in the front and one up in the back, looking like I had a canoe on. But
I didn't wear 2. I was able to wear the all-nighter, the overnights all the time.
Too.
And then I didn't even know what a tampon was until I was like 16.
Oh my God.
My mother and I went to the grocery store. You used to have like tampons up. They didn't have no tampon ads. I didn't know what it was. So I'm like, Mommy, what's a tampon? She's like, it's for nasty women. So I was like, eh. So anyway, I went to a friend's house. I came with my period when her mother took me to go buy products. And she said, well, what do you use, tampons and pads? I was like, what's a tampon? And so she told me and bought me some tampons and bought me pads as well. And of course, she looked at my mother's side, and my mother was pissed because she did not want me to wear a tampon. And I put the tampon in, and I was like, oh, because you didn't have any of like that. This is going to be graphic. Full disclosure. You didn't have any of that feeling of
pouring
leakage.
Out. Yeah, the pour is what I call it. I'd be like, that period. It'll stop me mid-walk. I'd be like,
right, because you can feel it coming, and you're like, oh my God. And you can feel the warmth, but you don't want it to come out of your clothes.
Yeah.
And those days, the pads have gotten much better. Those days, the pads, it had to kind of sit in a spot in order for it to absorb. Otherwise, it'll roll out.
Yep. And then be all gathered to the side.
Or be rolled out, and then you had that one little spot in your panties that you were on.
Let me tell you, the first time I tried a tampon, I was in high school. I was in the 9th grade, and I didn't, like you said, you didn't know anything about it. That's one thing, a product that I did not know about, especially in my household. My mother and my sister wore pads. So the tampon, someone gave me one at school, and I went to the bathroom, and that plastic part.
Did you leave it in?
Why did it not? I didn't know that it was supposed to come out.
I did too.
And so I go back to class, and I'm walking, the bell rings, and I'm walking down the hall.
And you felt it coming out?
No, it was already out. Somebody stopped me, and they was like, you need to put a jacket around you. They gave me this sweatshirt.
That's sweet.
I was like, it looked like somebody.
The more the same?
Yes, that was so embarrassing, and it you just.
So my mother is dead and gone. My mother told me why she did not want to tell me about the tampon. She was in the 60s. She was wearing a mini skirt. She came on her period. Someone gave her a tampon. She put
And
the
a
tampon
string.
in. Nope. She was tipping across AT&T's campus, and that thing was running down her leg, and she had blood running down her leg.
What? She had it in wrong, or
She probably, I don't know if she had it wrong, whether it was her, she had the blood breakthrough bleeding or whatever.
it was just not absorbing.
But it wasn't absorbing it, so she was like, "You'll never use tampon." So you know, my mother was like the anti. If I didn't work for me, it don't ever work. But anywho,
So
yeah.
So one of the products that I stumbled, well, I didn't stumble because I had known about it for a while, but this last cycle, I was just like, I was in the store buying, my cart was full of like snacks. I just had this craving. Like,
It's what happens.
I was like, what am I doing with these Klondike bars? I haven't had Klondike bars.
Klondike bar.
I had Klondike bars in my cart. I had cupcakes. I had seafood. I had everything, right? And so I was going past. I needed to buy some more pads. I was standing in the aisle, and I came across. It was staring right at me, like buy one, or no, buy two, get a $10 gift certificate.
You
Gift
at
card.
Target?
Yeah, I was at Target. And so it was the underwear. The brand was Salt. SAAALT. I think that's the name of it. And so I was like, you know what? I'm gonna try these. Now there was a full bloodbath going on under my pants, but while I was in the store, but I was like, let me see how this is gonna work. I was a little nervous, but I was home. So I said, let me see if this is really living up to what they say. And let me tell you, that was the best. That was the best.
Did you use the pad with it?
No, I did not. But see, I was here. I was home. So I was like, let me try this out. So it absorbs into those? It absorbed everything.
So do you throw them away? Do you wash them?
You wash them. You wash them. So that night, I took them off. I put them in the washer, and then I just, use the pad to go to sleep. But, I want to go get several more.
You ever used the menstrual cup?
No, I never used the menstrual cup.
It works really well.
But that seemed like it would be messy.
It is real messy.
It would be
first of all, I ain't no slim chick, so I got to get up in there, and I'm nasty. I thought it was nasty. I put a glove on.
Yeah. So the period panty, which is what people call them.
Yeah.
I feel like the next pair that I buy, I'm going to go down a size.
Was it too big?
The ones that I bought were very roomy. So I was like, I'm going to just get another size to see the difference. But I washed them that night, and then I dried them, and then I put them on the next day when I went to the school. And I was like, I felt very nervous at first.
So when you went to the bathroom, was it like a blood bath in there? When you went to the bathroom?
Inside the underwear? Or no. It absorbs. When I say it absorbed everything.
Very interesting. I don't want to try them now.
Yes.
Okay.
So try out the period panty. I'm not being paid for this, credit for it, but I'm very excited.
I don't think I would mind it. And it ain't no odor and everything, huh?
No odor, no nothing.
Nice. Okay.
No, I was just like, okay.
Not a diaper.
And I'm glad. Not a
diaper.
Not a pull-up.
Not a pull-up. Not a diaper. Okay.
Yep.
Have you tried them, ladies?
Have you? Let us know.
Let us know what you think your favorite period product will be.
Yes. And let us know how old you were when you first started.
That's really interesting.
Michelle was 8 years old. I was 10. So let us know. Hit us up.
Know.
We'll
Bye.
see you next time.